Hi, have you ever wondered how to create an amazing text reveal animation? Welcome to this exciting tutorial. Let's start by adding the text. You can see the parameters and the text itself. Remember to format the text properly. Now, the most important part, we need to convert the text to shapes. Right-click and select Create Shape from Text. This will turn each letter into a separate shape. Now, we need as many layers as we have letters. Name each layer accordingly. For example, R for the letter R, and so on for each letter. Next, for each layer, we remove all letters, leaving only the one that should appear on it. Once this is done, select all the layers and adjust the anchor point. Go to the tool at the top of the screen, then hold down Ctrl and double-click the layer to set the anchor point exactly in the center of the letter. To precisely find the center of our composition, turn on Action Safe Visibility and create guides using the shortcut Ctrl+R. Set the first guide exactly in the center and place the other guides at the top, bottom, and where the text begins and ends. Now, we need to create a rectangle that has the same width as the vertical line in the letter L. Position it in the center of the composition and rename it to Line. Next, create another rectangle that will act as our mask and move it from the center to the right side, covering one half of the text. Rename it to Mask. Duplicate this rectangle, Ctrl+D, and place it on the other side, renaming it to Mask Right and the first one to Mask Left. To make these layers easier to distinguish, change their colors, but they don't need to be visible, so turn off their visibility. Now, let's create the animation on the line layer. Open the position parameter using the shortcut P. Set the cursor to the first second and create a keyframe. Then, at the 0-second mark, move the rectangle to the left. This gives us a simple animation. Select the keyframes, add Easy Ease, and edit the speed graph in the graph editor. Now, create the mask. If you don't see the appropriate options, click Toggle Switches. Then, link the line to our left mask so that it's visible only on the left side. Now, move the line until it is completely off screen. Create an animation on the path. First, change the rectangle into a curve. Then, for the path parameter, create keyframes. We want the rectangle to be invisible at the start, so select the two top points of the path and shrink the rectangle to 0. Move the keyframe a little earlier so that the animation ends quicker. Then, duplicate the layer with the line. On the Line 2 layer, open the position parameter and move the entire rectangle to the right side at the 0-second mark. Then, link it to the right mask and set it so that it is also invisible at the first second. To create two more similar lines, simply duplicate the existing layers and shift them a few frames in time. Now, select all the letters except the first and last and pre-compose them. Let's now focus on animating the letter L. Open the position parameter, shortcut P, and create a keyframe at the moment when the last line disappears. A few frames later, add another keyframe. Then, go back to the first keyframe and move the letter to the left, hiding it behind the middle line. Also, create a mask and link it to the right mask, so the letter is only visible within a certain area. A few frames later, add another keyframe, go back one frame earlier, and move the letter slightly to the right in the position parameter to achieve a slight bounce effect. Now, open the layers parameters and find path. Add keyframes, and then at the beginning of the animation, change the shape of the letter to look like a simple line. Finally, add Easy Ease and adjust the speed in the graph editor to make the animation smoother. Now, let's move on to the second letter. I'll show you a sped up clip of how I did it. Once that's done, we can focus on the middle part of the text. We need to create a mask on it and then create the animation by adding keyframes to the mask path parameter. With the animation, the mask will gradually reveal the letters. It will start collapsed and end fully expanded. Let's also adjust the animation speed in the graph editor to make everything look smooth. If needed, you can make further adjustments. That's it for today. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, and do everything you can to help this video spread.